How did God create everything? The answer to that question is incredibly important. Are we as human beings just the product of evolution, a lucky accident of the right atoms and molecules banging together in the right way, or just highly evolved slime with no real purpose or value? Or did God create us in his own image with purpose and incredible value because he made us? The answer to that question is incredibly important. And so in Genesis 1:1, God tells us the answer. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And then in Genesis 1, it lays out exactly how God did that. By the power of his word, the first words it records God speaking is, "Let there be light." And so God spoke and things happened. And God tells us how he made everything. It says, he made everything in 6 days, and each day he said that his creation was good. He made the light. He separated the light from the darkness. He made the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, the plants, every kind of animal, and finally, he made man. But he did not make human beings like he made everything else. He made us special in his own image. In fact, at the end of Genesis chapter 1, starting in verse 26, it says, "Then God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." And so God did not just make us in his image, he gave us responsibility to care for and have dominion over the earth. That's called the creation mandate. In verse 27, it says, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them." And so he establishes the sexual binary right at the very beginning. "And God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning the 6th day. And so that completed his creation. And notice what he says at the very end. God saw everything that he made, and it was very good. You can bet that when God creates something good and very good, that it is absolutely perfect because God himself is good. That comes from his very nature. And so humans are not the product of blind physical forces or an unguided process or a just lucky, happy accident, which is absolutely impossible scientifically and mathematically in the first place. We are specially created by God. And what does that mean to be made in God's own image? Well, there are 3 main ways that comes to mind. First is mentally. Humanity was created as a rational, volitional agent. This is all how we are distinct from animals. Animals are unable to reason. They just act on instinct. But man can choose. We can decide things. We can think about things in a deeper, more abstract way. We can think about things like what is love and things of that nature. Animals are incapable of doing that. Also, besides mentally, is morally. We make moral choices. We do good or evil. When an animal kills another animal, we say, well, that's what animals do. We may not like things animals do. If the dog poops on the carpet, we may say bad dog, but we mean bad. We don't like what you did, not that what you did was somehow morally indefensible. But humans doing things can be moral, good, or immoral, evil. And finally, socially, humanity was created for fellowship. And that fellowship and that social way we are created, it reflects God's triune nature and his love. And originally, that social aspect is so that we could commune with God as God created in the very first human beings. And through Jesus, we could be reconciled to him.